Hello Aquarius, welcome to my channel and welcome to your March Tarot Horoscope. As always, we'll be looking at your love life, your career and workspace, and we'll get you guidance on how to best utilize the energy of the months of March. At the end, I'll post some messages from your personal interest to yourself. And we will begin with a quick oracle message. So let's get started right away. This reading is of Sun, Moon, and Rising Aquarius. So if you're watching this for a sun sign, please check out videos for other placements too. This is the last reading in this cycle that I'm doing, which means that all other zodiac sign videos are already out. All right, with all that said, look at that, Aquarius. You got the gates of triumph. Lovely. Success expands in your life. How about that? Think of it as a gate into a new start. But a new start can also mean a new phase of what you've already been working on, right? And it may be connected with your goal, with your dreams, right? It may be something completely out of the blue. But even if you were expecting it at some point in your life, you didn't expect it right now. And that's gonna be the surprise factor, a little test from the universe, if you wish, on, how ready are you for your dreams to come true, or just for a wonderful opportunity to come into your life that you maybe didn't even think of. It wasn't on your radar before. All right, let's see what we have with tarot. It's important to be receptive to the success that comes into your life. And believe me, not everyone is good at receiving the blessings. Anyways, for personal space and love life, you have the Page of Swords, You have the World, the Wheel. The Wheel is Sagittarian energy. And you also have the Ace of Swords. That's that new beginning. Very interesting. So it will change your mindset too, unsurprisingly. Four of Pentacles. This is for your work life. I will comment more on this, of course, after I'm done with the spread. The Tower. This is Aries energy. I don't know why it's not focusing. And that's the surprise, by the way. Ha! Thank you for confirmation. And the Five of Cups. Okay. Humans are interesting creatures. Like creatures of habit, of plan, of expectation. We like things to reliably roll out the way that we see fit, that is convenient to us. But it doesn't always happen that way, needless to say, right? And sometimes when something wonderful comes in, but it's not in our plan, or it's not in the timing that our plan was. We may get upset, we may get disappointed, even though it's something wonderful. And that could be the learning of its own. The advice, Two of Cups, Six of Pentacles, wow. Page of Cups. You need to believe more that those miracles are possible, that the blessings are around, that the success expands in your life. I feel like you've given up on some of it, at least, right? And now that it's coming in, it's like you're becoming skeptical. You're like, this is too good to be true, or I don't think I trust that. Like, why all of a sudden would you do this, or would that person be that for me? Nine of Pentacles. You're used to being on your own, minding your own business. And even if you're in a relationship, sometimes there are people who still feel like it's just them against the world, so to speak, right? Or they're used to be taking care of others as if, like, being a dependable person that others depend on, but not feeling like you can what's the word? I'm losing my words today. Maybe it's part of Mercury retrograde. That you can confide in someone, that you can rely on them, that you can lean into their energy and just relax in it, right? And be vulnerable. Okay. Back to the personal space. Honestly, don't see here much about the relationship. But of course, it can be somebody new that it will feel like it's a very destined meeting, or it can be somebody that you've known for a while. But the truth is, there's some new information that comes along. that gives you a very different it gives you an insight into the situation. You'll see it from a very different angle that you did before. You know, maybe you were judging your person for something, and now you understand the premise and your attitude shifts completely. Or some kind of behavior used to piss you off, and now suddenly you learn something about this particular connection or this particular person, and it changes, and you see what's behind it, and you can show up with compassion to it. At the end of the day, that's really the difference, right? It's not like we suddenly change our attitude towards a behavior completely, but the more we can approach it with an open heart, the more we can really see through the triggers that are our own triggers, really, and get deeper into what it's really about. And that's this Ace of Swords, the sword of truth, you know, finding out what is it really about, what does it mean, what does that feature, that habit, or that experience tell you about that person or about yourself based on your reaction, your attitude, your take on it. For your career space, you have the Four of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Five of Cups. Yes, there's definitely something new that's coming in very suddenly. It may throw you off, where you'll want to pause for a moment. You'll want to take your time and understand how you want to deal with it, right? It will bring up the old wounds. Either realization how good you had it before this kind of destruction happened, right? That you didn't appreciate, or understanding that, you know, things that you feel like you've learned from the past as a negative experience was actually a positive experience. Also feeling like you don't want to, you know, there is a saying to like throw stones, and then there's time to throw stones and there's time to collect them. And you wouldn't want to throw them. You wouldn't want to like just go out and give away your energy, right? Especially based on this distraction, based on this sweeping change in your reality, whatever that means for your career, for your occupation, right? It can be a financial loss. It can be a change in business partnership. It can even be economical changes in the country, in the world, that are immediately impacting your, I don't know, supply chain, some kind of logistics, some kind of business plan that you had created that you didn't expect until now, but suddenly that could be an impact, but suddenly now it is, right? And you're thinking, oh my God, how I had it all so much better in the old days. Or, you know, if you had the chance to go in a different direction, you may be regretting that you didn't do that. But the truth is, what you're experiencing with this is exactly what you need. It's that missing ingredient to get you to that next phase of the triumph and success that is coming in. It wouldn't have happened otherwise. It redirects you onto things that really matter. Finally, the advice, the Two of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. This is the pigs can fly card. Just saying. This is about a very fruitful, equal partnership with someone very important in your life, whether it's a friend, a romantic partner, a business partner, a family member. Connection with them is going to mean the world to you. And not just in the month of March, I'm hearing going forward too, but that's what you'll discover in the month of March. It will be very hard to take on and believe how important this is or how much it's going to change your life. But that's the thing, you don't really know these things until they happen, right? Be trusting at this time to be led by the universe. Open your heart as much as you can, right? This connection, this kind of soulmate relationship level is not going to be something that you can just misinterpret, right? It will be staring in your face. You'll know it. But it's still, at the end of the day, we still have free will. It's about whether you allow your dreams to come true even if they're super ambitious and you never thought they'd come together. Or you choose the comfort zone and what is familiar, and you choose to go with your previous assumptions and certain prejudice that you may have had. Last but not least, messages for Aquarius from their personalities. Remember that you're an air sign, and air signs tend to put too much thought, too much analysis, right? Like just grind it to pieces. And sometimes that's the worst thing that you can do. That's when it's a good idea to bring more of the opposite energy into your reality, which for Aquarius is the Leo energy. And Leo energy is about embracing the moment, the joy that it gives, the audience that you have, and having that courage to show up, to be as you are, just like that, and to believe that you're worthy of being seen, of being experienced, and of being celebrated, of getting that spotlight without any agenda. Messages for Aquarius from their personalities. First card is the Devil. Someone has a little crush. Show your big one. 6 of Swords. 5 of Wands. Wow. Yeah, your person has definitely... It feels like an obsession. Could be a very strong infatuation with you. And they know that this may not be... The way that this has been developing is not stable for them, but they also want to get away. This seems like a great escape from other challenges that they're facing in life, right? So it's like it feels dangerous, but it also feels so much better when I'm with this person than when I'm without them, right? So take it how you will. The Devil shows us certain patterns that exist here on your person's side that are unhealthy, which doesn't necessarily mean that you're a bad match for each other. It just means that this person is learning something from you too, which is the ultimate soulmate connection, right? But both people are learning, each on their side, each facing their own demons, if you wish, right? But what I can say is that this person will need some time to recalibrate, to rebalance, and see how they can be in this union, in this connection, without escaping some other reality that they don't like, right? Without feeling like they need a rescuer, or they need to lean on someone, otherwise they aren't gonna make it, with other people pulling on their energy, telling them what to do, demanding something from them. That's the reality this person is in, and it's not pretty. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. Please don't forget to like the video, and of course, if you're new, subscribe to the channel. And until next time, bye.